Hello, hello YouTube. It's Brother Gerald, and it is Saturday, October 1st, 2016. And Father, forgive me that I'm working on the Sabbath. But I got some men that violated their word to me, and I got to kind of get this thing in order. So bless me to meet men that can honor their word to such a degree that I can schedule my Sabbaths off. So anyway, that's not the point of me making this video. What occurred to me was over the past 10 plus years, I've only been making videos on YouTube maybe for a little over a year, maybe two. And it's at a point where I'm seeing that we as a black community and other ethnic groups are doing the same thing. They're talking about the problem, and they're more concerned with who's to blame, who's at fault, and the problem being there. And I'm going to create an analogy to milk being spilled on the table. Now, everybody's pointing to the milk being spilled on the table, and nobody seems to really want to take responsibility for the mess that they see. So the question to me is it really that important to find out who the cause of the milk being on the table is? Or is solving the problem more what we need to focus on? I would say the latter than the former, and the reason why I'm going to say it is this. I was just talking with my buddy here, Brother Calvin, and we're waiting for another gentleman to show up, two gentlemen to show up, because they're going to help us get this, pile of work handled so where it won't be a bother to us anymore. And he said something that was really profound, where it's like, what was it you say, Calvin? Brother Calvin. Go on and say it.
I forgot what we were talking about.
We were talking about the milk on the table. Well, anyway, I'm just going to go cut to the chase. The cut to the chase is this. If I see that the milk is on the table, and I know it's just me and my woman living in a house, I know that the spilled milk on the table had to be her, but she might not have even noticed that she made the mess. She might have been so busy, maybe doing laundry. She might have been working so hard that she was making my breakfast, and here it is, I'm coming in to eat my breakfast. It's on the table, but I see this spilled milk. And I said, baby, there's spilled milk on the table. What's going on here? Well, I don't know who caused it. It wasn't me. Well, it surely wasn't me. But even it might have been me. I might have bumped the table as I came in to eat my breakfast or whatever. But it doesn't matter. Baby, go get me a towel so I can wipe this up. Now, the current status of black women today would be, you go get the towel. Why are you going to tell me to do? You can't tell me nothing. But here it is. I said, listen, I just asked you to go get me a towel so that I can wipe the milk up. Did you hear me what I said? I just gave you an order to do something to help me solve this problem. And I would say that this is the key that God has placed in this game of life for both men and women. The woman is to be a help, or vice versa. If you don't believe in the Bible, vice versa. Man was created to help the woman, okay? You feminist women will go with that one. I'll give you that. But can we solve the freaking problem, please? Can we just solve the problem? If somebody decides to take the role of leader and say, hey, this is what I need you to do, can you have a little humility in yourself to say, you know what? This problem has gone on so long, and, we spent, I'm getting a lot of posts on YouTube where people say, you Negroes have been talking about black women for well over 10 years. Okay, we've talked about you for 10 years. Now, let's talk to you and start telling you to do some things. Because I see you guys are starting to line up to talk about us. So can we start solving problems? I'm ready to solve problems. So what I want you women to do, and I've said this in more than one video. This is like going to be the third or fourth video I made. I want you women to start just being nice. If I start attacking you and calling you an idiot and all of this, which I won't do, I don't do this. But if I do call you an idiot, I'm going to point out what it is that you do that is idiotic, okay? So it's not just a insult where I'm not backing up what I'm saying about you being true. I'm just want you guys to start being nice. Because you know what? There was a gentleman who I got on a video with in the comment section, and we were going back and forth, but he was being rude, starting to insult me, telling me my posts are long-winded and they have no knowledge or wisdom. And eventually it got to a point where he was trying to drag me into this name-calling session with him. But I chose not to go there. I chose to beat him up using his own words against him. And so basically, as an aside, he had a philosophy that I destroyed. I literally destroyed. And in his frustration, he basically started trying to get me to start name-calling him and all of this. And so I told him, look, I'm not going to dishonor you by calling you names. And I do recognize the frustration that you've encountered in me destroying your view. But now it's at a point where you have to choose to change your act, the way you see the world, and the way you act in it. So now it's at a point where he had to decide, and he came back, no, give me some more long-winded discourse that have no knowledge or wisdom in it. And I said, no, I'm not going to go there. I'll tell you what. Your view is destroyed. If you choose to get in a name-calling session where you'll get me to dishonor you so that you'll have an excuse to go back to your philosophy like a dog to his vomit, I'm not going to give it to you. So if you choose to go there, let it be your choice. I choose to end this conversation on a good note, honoring you and God. Thanks again for your conversation. And that's it. So let this be an example to you women that a gentle answer turneth away wrath. That's a passage in the Bible, a book that you guys seem to say will not help us. It's no good. Well, you know what? It will help you if you read it and read it with understanding. And there's a guy on YouTube named Brother Josh. He's going to have a Bible study session today on Pal Talk, I believe it is, or Blog Talk Radio. If you care to get in on it, the show starts for me at 2:30 Pacific time. And the phone number to reach Brother Josh today is, here we go. His ministry is called Absolute Bible Truth. You can call in and listen to the show at 646-716-8249. The sessions start every Sabbath, every Saturday afternoon at 2:30 Pacific Standard Time. He's in Atlanta, but I'm pretty sure that one of the things you guys can look forward to is after the session's over, and the session usually runs about 2 hours, there's an opportunity for those listening to push the number 1 and ask questions. You can ask questions about the lesson, or you can even ask questions about your understanding or misunderstanding about this thing called life. So with that, I depart. Black women, I'm asking you, just like I asked that woman in the analogy, I got some milk on the table. Go get me a towel so I can wipe this up. So what I want you women to do is go start to be nice so that we can restore this relationship that we have that's fractured and become happy and at peace with one another. May God bless you in hearing this message, and peace to all.